I have been trading on the stock exchanges for almost 10 years. I have seen it all: crash and stock drops, growth that even the most experienced traders couldn't have predicted, defaults, market crashes, and deals that turn ordinary people into millionaires in seconds. During this time, I tested dozens of successful and several hundred unsuccessful strategies. I sincerely believe that nothing could ever surprise me again. I have faith until today. In the morning, I had no idea what trader I would find by the evening. My plan for today was to review the strategies shared with me by members of our Telegram community. Most of them were nothing special. They were ordinary, well-known ideas. I tested some on demo account. I even took the risk of testing on my deposit, which I regret now as it resulted in a loss of almost $1,000. And this one didn't even want to test at first. The strategy I will show you today didn't catch my attention. 2 indicators, nothing special. I threw it somewhere at the end of the list, expecting nothing from it and almost forgot about its existence. Imagine my surprise when I saw this strategy again and decided to give it a chance. It was magical. I declare that I have found the best strategy for trading binary options. It's the simplest and most effective at the same time. Mathematically, the chance of indicators being wrong is less than 3%. And I have not opened a single losing deal in all my trial trading. Can you imagine that? Yet developing such strategies takes months of hard work and so much money that most people won't earn in a decade. And here they just sent it to me in Telegram as if it were some meme. By the way, the user who introduced me to this scheme, whoever he is, has already received a valuable reward from me. You too can count on expensive prizes if you follow the link in the description, join my channel, and send in a strategy that brings you profit. Every month, we choose the author of the best idea and reward him generously. Don't miss your chance. The number of places is limited. Be one of the lucky ones to join before it's too late. And now, I'm going to explain the strategy. Our strategy is based on the Fractal Chaos Bands indicator, which is unknown among beginners. People who have been trading for the first month or several months, if they paid attention to this indicator, didn't use it, preferring more famous indicators such as MACD or Bollinger Bands, and for good reason. If you don't yet understand the logic of price formation and the movement of candles seems random, then there is no more helpful indicator for you than Fractal Chaos. Only after trading with it will you realize that binary options and currency markets are not casinos. Everything here is subject to clear rules, and knowing these rules you can get rich. Fractal Chaos Bands reduce randomness to zero by providing clear patterns on the chart and filtering out minor price fluctuations. That is how this indicator works. It combines the highest and lowest price levels within the interval, creating bands that will tell us the future trend on the stock exchange. The indicator's bands show very accurate chart movements while dampening price noise. Usually, this indicator is used completely wrong. Most novice traders look for an entry point in price volatility interruptions. They look for the moments when the bands break out of the horizontal movement and separate from each other. On a chart, this will look like steps. It's not that this strategy doesn't work. It can simply be insulting to any minimally educated trader. This way of trading is just wild, and I think whoever has used it has a story about how they burned $100 or $2 on it. And I'm not even talking about the fact that you sometimes have to wait months for such price movements, which makes this strategy completely unviable as a mainstream trading method. So, how do you use this indicator without going bankrupt? Today, we will use the so-called breakout strategy. It's either then looking for interruption in volatility often provides entry points and is a win-win. Well, almost. Sometimes this indicator can give false signals. It rarely happens, but we wouldn't want to run into them. We will use one more indicator to increase the traffic to the possible maximum. Momentum. That is one of the simplest technical indicators. It is already over 100 years old, but still relevant. Its entire formula fits on a single line. That is the difference between the current price and the price some time ago. Due to its simplicity, this indicator is virtually never wrong. There is simply no room for it. The most exciting thing is that such a simple indicator is the best tool for calculating a trend in history. And that's what we need. Usually all mistakes when working with Fractal Chaos are made because of betting against the trend. I have been on the market for 10 years and don't make mistakes in such moments, but for beginners, momentum is an indispensable tool, and I advise you not to neglect it. Now that we have understood all the theories and is customary on this channel without unnecessary complicated words and boredom, it is time to demonstrate in practice what this strategy is capable of. We are on the Pocket Option Exchange, which is one of the best exchanges today. We'll be trading on my favorite OTC. I love trading on OTC. The OTC market operates 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and the charts are usually more stable here due to the absence of large players at late hours. Let's connect the indicators right away. We find Fractal Chaos in the list. Here it is. We can immediately see the green and red bars, which will be used to open all our deals in the future. The default setting often gives false entry points, so we need to adjust it slightly. In the indicator settings, we see only one parameter, the period. That is what we need. The period is responsible for the chart segment that the indicator will analyze. The lower the period, the more sensitive the indicator to market movements. But if you set it too high, the indicator will stop giving us entry points, so you shouldn't exaggerate here. In principle, you can trade on 2, but I strongly recommend raising the period value to 3 while you are a beginner. That is the best option until you can instantly analyze all the necessary levels, zones and price fluctuations, which is vital for spotting false entry points. Don't take risks first, especially since your money is at stake. Next, we will add momentum to Fractal Chaos. As mentioned, momentum is a primitive indicator, but it is helpful initially. There is no need to customize it, especially since there is nothing to customize. The histogram at the bottom of the screen shows the market trend. It's not complicated, but in combination, the lines and the histogram can give us perfect profit right now. If you still doubt the effectiveness of this strategy or it seems primitive to you, then change your mind immediately. These are my test deals. How do you like it? 6 successful deals in a row. These are all the deals with this strategy. As you can see, the previous strategies ended in the red in 2 out of 3 cases. We finished the last deal in a few minutes ago at this entry point. We can see another entry point here, but we will not rush to start a deal right now. The peculiarity of this strategy is its formal simplicity, but at the same time, it requires instant reaction and decisiveness. The window for open is very short. If you are a few seconds late, the opportunity is lost. Here we can see that the chart crossed the upper line quite a while ago, and now it can either move upward or change direction at any moment. Let's not take any chances. Let's look for a currency pair that has a new promising entry point. That's what we need. The price has recently crossed the upper boundary of the indicator, stalled a bit, and continued to move up. That is a clear signal to go up. However, we can wait a bit longer because I think the price is stalling a little more. You can see this by the shadow of this red candle. It's a very high shadow, almost equal to the green candle. Here we have a weak level that reflects the price, but now the price should break through this level and go up rapidly. So let's open for the upside. I set the expiry time to 30 seconds, which is the ideal time for this strategy. We will start trading with an investment of $100 and then raise it during trading. As I say, the deal starts with a price movement. The price is falling significantly. We even see a red candle, but now it should rise. Here it is. The price has crossed the deal line and is rapidly moving up. It's moving very fast. I didn't even expect such a jump. The deal closes in the black and the price keeps going up. Plus $92 on our account. I'm sure many of you had doubts about the deal at the beginning, but the price has risen steadily. Dispelling all doubts, it's the perfect start to the session, but it will get even better. We have dealt with this currency pair. Now I will find a new entry point and we will continue our trading. Now we have switched to the Australian dollar US dollar pair, and what do we see here? It's a real beauty. It's a fresh entry point. It's appeared right before our eyes. The price has just barely crossed the indicator line. Momentum showed the beginning of an uptrend in the market. You can start a deal to the upside. During the first few seconds of the deal, the chart gets agitated again. We are not afraid of this. Although it is approaching the indicator line, it does not cross it. That is, it does not pass the critical level, and so a gusty upward movement has begun. The movement is gaining momentum and the trend is becoming more clear. There are only a few seconds left before the end of the deal, and there is no chance of failure. Another $92 is added to our deposit. We can't imagine anything better. Well, you didn't expect such a simple strategy to work, and it's so stable. Neither did I. But we are not done yet. Look how boring this currency pair is and how curious the chart is. A very long period of price growth has just ended, following an equally long period of falling. What's interesting, you might ask, logically the price should now bounce off the level and go down, but the chart doesn't give us a downward signal. On the contrary, it shows an upward trend. My experience tells me that it will be the last price spike before the downtrend begins. If we are lucky, we will have time to enter a deal while the price rises. The chart is about to cross the indicator line. At the same time, we will open a deal to the upside. Now, the price starts to rise without any hesitation. But will it go up as long as we need it to? The right thing to do is to start the deal with a shorter expiry time. That would have increased our chance of success. But with this video, I want to show you that even without a deep knowledge base and professional intuition, just with the skills you already have and using the most basic strategies, you have the opportunity to make a steady and easy living on binary options. The upward movement gave way to a downward movement, and we even crossed the trade limit. Perhaps to ensure a 100% win, we should have entered the deal a few seconds earlier, but even so, our chances are excellent. The only question is how far the price will drop, and I wouldn't say that we are seeing a sharp drop. Last seconds and success. No doubt it was a risk, but everything went as we expected. The sharp rise and the expected fall were the candle movements I had predicted. I assessed the risk correctly, and I was rewarded with another $92 in my account. But this is not enough for me, even for a day. Let's not stop for a moment. Let's scroll through a few more currency pairs to see how quickly we find entry points. There will be an intersection here in a few minutes, but is it worth waiting that long? Of course not. We will find entry points on another pair much faster. What do we have here? There was an excellent downtrend here, but we missed it. It's okay. We will find something interesting now. No, that's not what we are looking for. We also missed an opportunity here. Generally speaking, professional traders rarely sit like you, and I do, at a computer or phone. Usually they sit surrounded by many screens displaying all the currency pairs of interest to the trader. But we do things easier. We won't lose thousands of dollars if we miss the entry point. Oh, we got it right. The chart has broken through the upper line. And at the moment, it's very clear that the downward movement has ended and the price has begun to rise. That is what we need. As you can see, we found the desired currency pair quickly. How much time has passed since the last deal was closed? Was it a minute? I think it was even less. There is nothing to explain here. The signal to go up is clear as day. We open the deal and again, a familiar picture. We have seen it all before. The deal starts with price fluctuations. Even under the deal line, the chart dropped. We are not worried about it. And then the price shoots up. Even at this stage, losing seems like some surrealism. The cost cannot fall below the line. It's impossible. And there are still 10 seconds left until the end of the deal. The price is only growing. Now, at the end of the deal, the price is fluctuating. Yes, we can see it. But what do we care? We are already closing the deal in the black. $92. Ask yourself, would you believe if you were told about making $100 in 30 seconds while sitting on the couch? You would never believe it. It's complicated for people who have worked hard all their lives to accept that money can be earned effortlessly, especially with such a simple strategy. But you know what? When I said at the beginning of the video that this is the most basic strategy for making money, I was not being completely honest with you. You can make money even more effortlessly. All you need is a person who knows the stock market perfectly and will tell you all the right deals. What? You don't know anyone like that? What about me? Every week, our Telegram community hosts a trading marathon where we earn $5,000 live. Forget about memorizing strategies and searching for trading patterns. All you need to do to make money with me is to follow my steps. Even a child can do it. Honestly, I would have joined the marathon myself if I hadn't been leading it, because all this market analysis is so tiring, and the marathon is easy and fast money. Participation to the trading marathon is free, but only 100 people can get in. Take my advice today, show determination and apply for participation in the marathon right now using the link in the description. Each of you has a chance. While I was telling you about the best way to make money, we have a new entry point. This time the signal predicts a downward movement. For the first time today, actually, it's the result of a very long price rise. If we analyze the chart on a slightly larger scale, we see a clear pattern: long rises and short falls. This draw will not last long as well. Therefore, we open a deal downwards immediately. The chart is going down steadily, but now it will probably start to fluctuate. Yes, it will. The descent is over. I don't think we have higher risks here. We managed to open the deal on time. When playing with this strategy, you must be quick, otherwise you can lose. The last seconds of the deal, nothing to worry about. Plus another $92. But look at this. Just a second after the deal was closed, the price reversed. The first green candle appeared and it is rapidly growing. I think it would have already crossed the level of our deal if we had opened it a few seconds later. That's what I'm talking about. Here, you have to act quickly. An indicator can give you the right entry point, but it can't deal with your doubts. If I had thought about it now and slowed down, we would have $192 less in our account. Let's not rest on our laurels. Let's look for new entry points. Here, I found it. It's an excellent upward trend. There was a short period of consolidation, but judging by the indicator, it has already passed. Momentum shows a continuation of the trend. I don't want to win again in the last seconds, so let's open a deal. There is slight slippage in the price, almost unnoticeable, and now a steady rise. There is not even any intrigue. This deal is a win. We can only sit back and enjoy the candles moving in our favor. Someone has definitely bet on the price falling now. These people are probably mad right now. In general, in the future, I advise you to take all setbacks calmly. These are binary options. Everyone loses here sometimes. It's not worth your worries at all. Don't get angry and don't stop trading after a few losses. It inevitably happens to every beginner. Think of it as a test of resilience and perseverance. The only ones completely immune from defeat here are the participants of our trading marathon. You know where to find them. And while talking about philosophical topics, our deal closed in the black. In the end, a tiny red candle flashed there, but there was no risk to us. And this is very good. Let's look at a few currency pairs right now. Let's look for a new entry point. This one doesn't work, and this one, the price is about to cross the indicator line. The trend is downward, but the candles are short. The price won't last long. Quick, let's enter the deal. As usual, there will be 10 seconds of price slippage, after which the price will drop. Yeah, this is exactly what we are seeing. And the deal is closing in profits. Wow, look at that! It's the same situation as last time, but now it's even more visible. We had just exited the deal and less than 5 seconds later, the green candles flew up and returned to the fractal sleeve. Can you imagine how timely we opened these deals? If we had waited a little longer, we would have lost money. Here, I would like to show you a rare and dangerous moment. Everyone can probably see what's wrong here. Sometimes the fractal chaos indicator fails. It is called a sleeve recursion. Never trade at such moments. That is always a risk of a stock market crash. The bad thing you can do when you face such a conflict is to quickly switch to another currency pair and forget about the pair with the conflict for 2-3 days. Let's look for new entry points. Here, look at the upward trend. The chart is steadily outpacing the indicator. I think we will raise the rate from this entry point, let's say 3 times. And quickly open a deal on the price increase. We ignore the red candles. They are small and they won't spoil the deal for us. The price is not flying straight up. The market is consolidating, but even this movement is enough to close a deal in the black. In the end, red candles appeared. So it's perfect that we closed the deal on time, plus $276, that's great! We have already earned more than $800. It's impressive, we could have called it a day, but we want to finish it well. Let's try to invest everything we have earned today in the next deal, even a little more. I will round it up to $1,000, we will go big. All that's left is to find a good currency pair. I was counting on this one, but it's trending too bad. As soon as the price crosses the upper line, it reverses immediately and goes back into the sleeve. It's not safe to play here, especially with $1,000. What next? Oh, sleeve recursion again. Let's get out of here. No, this is what we need. But as always, we need to act quickly. We have a definite move to the downside. Let's open a deal right away. The entry point window was very tiny. I hope we hit it. The risk is quite high. I don't want to lose more than I won today. Although it's quite high for this strategy, it is 6-7%. I don't think we will lose, but we still need to be careful. Oh, the price just jerked so much that I was scared. I hope this drop will be enough for us to close the deal in the black. The price seems to want to dive, but it's not allowed by the level that keeps raising it. It's a green candle. The risk is growing, only a few seconds left. No, this green candle was not enough to break our strategy. We have just earned another $920 with you. It's just incredible. Today was a surprising day. To lose so much money on strategy that didn't work, at the last minute I found a scheme with a 100% chance of success, which I didn't even believe in at first, and closed 13 successful deals with it in a row. What can I say? Miracles do happen on binary options, and there are even more miracles in our free Telegram community, to which I invite all of you, my dear viewers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let us know in the comments, and I'm off to record some new great strategies for you. See you soon!